Hey everybody, it's Matt here. It is, what is it? Ooh, it is loud. It is Saturday afternoon. It's like Saturday, what is it, April 18th? It's about 2 in the afternoon and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's the second day in a row of absolute beautiful weather. But tomorrow it's gonna cloud up and be rainy, and the rest of the week looks kind of cool and showery. So I've been taking advantage of the nice weather, getting some things done here on the birds. Yeah, so I'm gonna show you my coop. I just scraped it out. And this week's video, we have, let's see, we finished our arbor, we built a bridge, and we're gonna check in on our chicks and our guinea geese. I also set up my incubator with some goose eggs. We'll check that out. And some other miscellaneous things. So come along and see what we've been up to this week. And yeah, we're out here in the bird yard with my aggressive, loud geese. But yeah, so I just have been working on the coop because it gets dirty real fast. So I've we're in here in the dark. I've scraped it all out. I have to empty out those nest boxes. I just brought in the eggs. I had 24 eggs from the nest boxes. Got all the wet shavings out, and oh, hey, ma'am. What you doing, little lady? I've taken this crate out, because underneath the crate, it was really disgusting. So it's out there, and I let all the little bantam roosters, I let them out in the sunshine today. Kind of an experiment to see how they're gonna do. Hey, guys. So we're gonna see how they do. They have been leaving all the hens alone, and they've seemed just pretty content just hanging out with each other in the sun. So we'll give them some freedom today and see. I still want to move them into their own separate small coop, but if I can get them to coexist in this flock without causing any trouble for a few weeks, that would be a bonus, because I'm feeling bad that I've got 8 of them living in this crate here most of the time. So we're gonna see how they do. I really thought they'd come out and start immediately chasing all the hens around, but they have not done that. Oh, guys, little cuties. Yeah, so they're getting a free day, and we'll see what they do, and I might put them back in that crate tonight, or I might let them sleep in the coop if they are not causing too much trouble. The other thing I want to address with this flock is the fencing. It's time to move the fencing. If you can see, let me get on my manure pile here. It's looking really barren, and all the water that's been draining off the pasture comes flowing through here, which the ducks have been absolutely loving. But it's gonna kill all this grass. If I go up close, you can see the grass is still alive. It's trying to hang in there. So what I would like to do is move the fence and give this area a chance to recuperate, so I don't fully kill this grass. And my plan is to incorporate some of this nice green pasture in the electric netting. So I'm gonna move the netting, and it also has some nice little puddles for the ducks to play in. They'll turn that into a muck pile in 10 minutes. But yeah, I want to give the geese the chance to graze this area and let some of this area recuperate. So that's on my agenda for today. And just getting some vitamin D and some sun, because it's been in short supply. Oh, I gotta change waters. That was a muddy puddle. Yeah, and my duck jail has been working out pretty good, except for one escapee. I got 5 in there, and I got 1 guy who got out. But he was the one that was getting beat up by the other drakes, so I've been letting him out because he was sad in there by getting abused. And he's been pretty good, and there's been no further damage to any of my duck hens, so we're gonna let that ride and see how it goes. If I start seeing hens getting beat up, he'll go back in jail. But oh, these little roosters are so feisty. All right, I'm gonna get back to work. I gotta fill this coop full of fresh bedding and figure out exactly what configuration I want this fence to be in. Woohoo! All right, so we were told, that we forgot to put some parts on the arbor. And it took us 2 days to find the parts that go on the arbor because our garage is a total pile of garbage. So yeah, there are some little braces that go
On these parts, we assume here.
That looks right.
Yep, and there's holes
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
correspond.
All right, slap that baby up.
The good news is we also cleaned the garage and
Well,
sorted a lot of the stuff.
cleaned.
I was like, oh, this is a nice little thrift store shopping trip.
We did find a bunch of stuff we didn't even remember we owned.
Oh. Ooh, I did not do that well.
You
Is this on film?
rascal. Yeah, you told me to film you. And now we can capture for all time.
This whole ladder is in the wrong place.
Your wonky jonky life.
To move. My wonky jonky life.
Yeah. Hey, piggy. But that's okay. Because we got a cute little fat piggy. What you doing, mama? What you doing, good mama? Huh?
We put a different one on first.
No, I didn't. I don't know what I was saying. I was just criticizing you for fun. You know how it goes.
I'm gonna make a short out of that.
All right, it's been about an hour and I've got all the fence moved. Let's take a look. And you can see all my ducks have all escaped when I took the fence down. But they're having the time of their lives. They're rooting around in the muddy culvert. Enjoy it while you can, little birdies. Yeah, they've been loving life today, having some freedom. And so I moved the fence. I feel a little bad because I had to lose the nice dusting bath there for the chickens, but it's only temporary. And it was very awkward and a pain in the neck to move this fence. But I moved it, and now they have some greenery. Hey, babies! And the geese were super excited to get over here in the green grass and the mud. What do you think? So it'll probably take a week or so, and then this will be mowed down to nothing. And I'll have to move it again. All the little guys are still out here enjoying the sun. I do have to put this back in the coop still and get all the muck out of it. Because I probably will have to put these fellas back in it at some point. And I have all the chicks still inside, and in another week or two, hopefully I can move them out here. Ooh, darkness. yeah, hopefully I can move them out here and put them in the crate and get them used to everybody and incorporate them because I don't want them in my house too much longer. They stink. But I did clean, all fresh bedding. Any eggs? Oh, nope. No new eggs yet. But yeah, everything's nice and clean and dry and smelling really good. And I took the plastic, I don't know if I said this earlier, but I took the plastic off the windows so we get some really good ventilation now. It's gonna be, it'll be getting cold again. I think in like 4 days or so, it's gonna get below freezing again, but not that cold, just like 30, 31 or something. Putting the gate back up. So they'll be fine. So yeah, so we have it all moved. And this is their nice dust bath that's out here. You gonna take a bath, little Miss Leghorn? But hopefully all this grass in a couple weeks will start to fill back in and green up. And then I can move the fence again. So, something accomplished today. And these suckers are gonna eat all the slugs because last summer was Slug City. So I'm sure they're finding lots of slugs and snails too. So maybe this year I'll get some pumpkins to grow that won't be eaten by slugs. And all the rest of these fellas are over here and ladies are in my compost pile. What are we doing? All right, enjoy it while you can. Oh, and I was measuring out some pig pen ideas here. So I put in some of these poles. I've got these. These were here when we moved in, and these are insulators for an electric fence. They must have had some kind of animal, pigs or goats or something. I'm not going to do electric for this because I'm going to eventually have the pigs on an electric netting that I can move around easily, but we don't have a perimeter fence. So my fear is that if for whatever reason the electric fails, the pigs get out of their pen, they are not enclosed on our property and they can get out in the road, they can cause trouble, they can get somebody else's property. So until we have a perimeter fence around these pastures, I'm gonna have to do regular solid fencing to keep them in. So we're gonna do hog panels, I believe. So these are all 16 feet apart, trying to measure out how many hog panels I'll need to get and exactly what space I'll encompass this in. So we'll get cracking on that eventually, but getting the hog panels here is a pain. We don't have a trailer, so I gotta fold them up and put them in my pickup truck. You can only really take like 4 or 5 at a time. But yeah, we're working on it. God, it's lovely. Oh. And this dude is still in the hutch. Huh, mister? And we will, I think I'm gonna move this hutch. Hello, hello, hello. He's all excited because this lady is underneath the hutch, so he's showing off for her. I'm gonna move this hutch out to where the other birds are. And we're just gonna lock this here. We don't wanna forget to lock it and have them out. And we're gonna move this little coop for the bantams out by the other birds too, and then build a pen around it. So that's something in the next couple weeks we should have accomplished, hopefully. Good times. All right, we are out here in the driveway by the lovely new arbor. And we have this little culvert that goes across by the driveway for drainage. And what we're gonna do is build a little bridge to get to the garden. So we're going to take these timbers that we got from the old torn down lean-to on the barn. We're gonna cut this one in half to make a span and then put some boards across and make a little bridge to go to the eventual garden that we're building.
Yep.
Yay!
We've figured out we can use one and cut it in half rather than use two. And now I have to carry that one all the way back down.
No, we'll use it for something. No, we need things for fence posts and
Oh,
whatever.
yeah, we do need fence posts.
Yeah, so hey, puppy.
That's great, because we've got this culvert here,
Yeah, jumping over that is no fun. And that's the culvert I twisted my ankle in and got a sprained ankle.
Yeah.
The first year we were here.
No bark for you, dog.
So, yeah. So our plan is to build a little footbridge. It'll be cute to just go over this little dip and get to the garden. Just a little more structure and make things nice. All right, it's almost 6 o'clock. The sun is setting and we are done with our bridge.
Yeah, I took many years of dance classes.
And you failed them all.
Yes, unfortunately.
But yeah, this is sturdy, nice, little bridgey.
Yeah, it's
little
gonna work.
bridge to the garden.
And then we're gonna brick this little area here.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. We have a bunch of tons of bricks.
Yep, like
a bunch of tons.
right there.
Cool. All right, another little project done. It was too nice out to be inside today. Yay!
Yoo-hoo.
Yay! So I came upstairs to check on my chicks, but before I go in there and show you the chicks, I'm going to show you what I set up. I have my incubator set up with 11 goose eggs, and they've been in here for about 6 days, I think. Now, the issue with this is I don't have a turner for the eggs, so I have to hand turn them, and I haven't been super good at it. I forgot a couple times on my turning times. But we'll see. I'm gonna candle them in a couple of days and just see. There could be low fertility because this is their first time. You know, these are young geese and it's their first time ever laying. So I have very low expectations for this little experiment, but we shall see what happens. And I will keep you posted on how that goes. But now let's go check on the little chickies and see how they've grown. Okay, let's check on these chicks. I have moved the chicks from the glass aquarium they were in into a plastic dog kennel. And here we go. Oh, don't be pecking me. This just gave them a little more headroom, and I put some perches in here so they can have double the area. Because it's, you know, they're getting a little crowded. They're a month old now. They are off heat, so I don't have the heat plate in here anymore. My house is really warm, and these guys are inside. If they were out in a barn or a garage or something, I'd probably still keep the heat on them for another week or so. But they don't really need it in here. They're fully feathered. And hopefully the weather outside cooperates, and I can move them out to the coop in a week or two, maybe. Well, that's wishful thinking, but we'll see. But I do still have, I think, mostly roosters, but not too bad of a ratio. Last time I checked, I kind of thought they were, stop pecking me, 10 roosters and 7 hens. It might be 9 roosters and 8 hens. It might be 12 roosters. I don't know exactly, but you're a rooster, I can tell. You're a hen. Boop, my little favorite. Rooster, rooster, rooster. Hen. Rooster. Now this one in the back I thought was a hen. Now I think is a rooster. Oh no, wait. Opposite. That one I do still think is a hen. And that one's a rooster. We'll see. But they're doing fine. They're doing good. These little roosters are very feisty though, and I think they're going to be kind of a pain in the neck when they're adults. They're not the gentlest. They like to peck. So they're getting huge. And then my little Keats, don't mind this messy room full of birds. Look at them. They're a little shy, but they are so flippin' cute. And their little stripy heads are still stripy. Oops. Now, as these guys grow, if you've ever, come here, I'm just, oh, that's loud. That's a sense of how loud they'll be as adults. Those cute patterns on their head will disappear, and they will be bald. So guineas have a bald head with a, they grow like almost like a fin on the top of their head when they're adults. And all the stripy feathers will fade, and they will be kind of gray with, the typical white polka dots. But yeah, they're much more skittish than chickens, as you can see. They run in the opposite direction of me, as opposed to the chicks that run right up to me. But they're cute. And they're growing quick. So yeah, that is the update on my guinea Keats and my barnyard mix chicken chicks. And they're growing and they're doing okay. So I will show them to you again next week. And so that's about it for today's video. Thanks again for tuning in, and don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment, and I will be back next week and we'll take another check at these birds and we'll have some other things going on. I think we were successful in building that little bridge, so I think we're gonna build another bridge across the other culvert and a few other projects going on, and who knows? I don't think the weather looks so great this week, so I don't know what we'll be doing, indoor or outdoor projects. But anyway, I'm rambling. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.